Paragraph 29 is a model of precision. It's very short, very concise, sums up a lot of boilerplate in a very small spot. I'd like to call your time is of the essence. I'd like to call your attention to this part, though. Um, it basically, I'll just read the whole thing. Its items are intended by the parties as a final, complete, and exclusive expression of their agreement with respect to its subject matter, and may not be contradicted by evidence of any prior agreement or contemporaneous oral agreement. In other words, particularly if you're a buyer, if the seller has told you something orally, but they didn't put it in writing, it may not count because you're agreeing when you sign this that everything's reflected in this writing, and this writing controls. So a contradictory contemporaneous oral agreement would be ruled out per this agreement. Now, with good lawyering, there may be other ways to bring it in. There's fraud in the inducement and other ways to bring in oral agreements, but they're not necessarily welcome in. It leaves a lot of the issue up to the trier of the fact sometimes, which can be very expensive to get there. So if it's important to you and it was stated orally, you'd like to put it in writing. That goes to for sellers when they're expecting buyers to do certain things. This might be particularly important when you're selling to an investor buyer because they may have made a lot of promises. And then also, neither this agreement nor any provision in it may be extended, amended, modified, altered, or changed except in writing and signed by the seller. So this really is a short but important paragraph to read and understand. Let me know if you have any questions.